Hello everyone, I am Dr. Donald Ozello of Championship Chiropractic in Las Vegas, Nevada. I am the author of Running, Maximize Performance, and Minimize Injuries. Thank you for viewing today's episode of Dr. Ozello's Sports Medicine Report. Today I'm going to cover strengthening the ankle joint using a resistance band. I'm going to go over several different basic motions that are going to help you to strengthen the muscles that move the ankle joint. Strengthening the muscles that move the ankle is very important in helping to prevent injury and helping to recover from injuries. Strengthening these muscles will help in a prevention of injuries because these muscles are going to be stronger. Obviously, they'll have greater endurance and they are going to be able to handle a greater workload. When you are recovering from an injury, obviously you need to start at your current fitness level. Don't try to start at what you were before the injury began. Please start at your current fitness level. It may take some time to build up. You may have to do these exercises without the band, just moving through a pain-free range of motion at first, and then advance to the resistance band. And that's okay. That happens sometimes with injuries. But you want to progress very gradually so you advance in gradual calculated increments. Do not start at the level you were at before you got injured. Do not start at your friend's fitness level. Start at your current fitness level and increase the intensity in gradual increments. Now it's time for the disclaimer. Please, if you are not exercising, please see a medical professional to make sure you are healthy enough for exercise. If you have suffered a foot, ankle, or lower leg injury, please see a medical professional who specializes in that area or who specializes in sports medicine or rehabilitation to make sure that you are doing these exercises correctly. They will help you on your path to recovery. So please see the appropriate medical professional. The resistance band. This is a valuable tool when it comes to strengthening the ankle muscles, strengthening the muscles that move the ankle. It's a valuable tool in any type of strengthening. You can use it for upper body, you can use it for lower body, you can even do some core exercises with the resistance band. Resistance band is great because it provides that resistance throughout the entire range of motion. I'm going to say it again. I know I said it slow, but I'm going to say it again. Resistance band provides resistance throughout the entire range of motion. So this is an excellent tool in preventing injuries and in rehabilitating ankle injuries. There are 4 basic ankle motions. We have dorsiflexion, plantar flexion, inversion, and eversion. Dorsiflexion is when you raise the front part of the foot towards the shin. If you were standing on the floor and you went into dorsiflexion, you would be raising the forefoot off the floor, so you'd be standing on your heels. Plantar flexion is just the opposite. The plantar is what is named the bottom of the foot. That's a medical terminology for the foot. So plantar flexion is moving the top of the foot away from the front of the shin. If you were standing on the floor and you went into plantar flexion, you would be moving so that you're standing on the balls of your feet. And now we have inversion. Inversion is when you turn the ankle so that the bottom of the foot faces inward. And then eversion is when you turn the bottom of the ankle so the foot faces outwards. So we have inversion and eversion. Inversion and eversion. So again, there is dorsiflexion, plantar flexion, inversion, and eversion. The first motion that I'm going to be going over is ankle inversion. Ankle inversion is turning the ankle so the foot faces inwards. As you can see, I have the resistance band wrapped around the forefoot, and I have the opposite and wrapped around the foam roller. I am using my non-working leg to secure the foam roller in place. I can already feel slight resistance on the band, which is what you want. You don't want to have a large amount of resistance where it's so tight You want to give yourself just some slack and have a little bit of resistance. Now you want to be in the neutral position. I always instruct people to use both hands to hold the knee and lower leg in place. This way you will just be performing motion at the ankle. You won't be trying to assist with knee and hip motion. So if both hands are holding here and the ankle motion is made. Now you can see there's not a large amount of motion, but this is called inversion, and I am turning the ankle inwards. I could feel these muscles working. You want to work through a pain-free range of motion, just like you want to do in any of the other exercises. Always, 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 had to throw in one more, work through a pain-free range of motion. You want to try to build up to 15 to 20 repetitions and then switch sides and work the opposite side. Again, this is ankle inversion. Ankle eversion is performed with the resistance band also wrapped around the forefoot, just like we did in inversion. I have the band wrapped around the forefoot, and again the opposite side is wrapped around the foam roller. I am using the non-working leg to hold the foam roller in place. We want to start with the number of repetitions that you can currently perform and try to build up to 15 or 20 repetitions on each side. Now there's only a small amount of ankle eversion that actually occurs when we move the ankle, and we want to make sure that we work through a pain-free range of motion. I always recommend that someone places both hands on the calf. This way the ankle is doing the motion and there will be limited motion in the knee and the hip, so those areas will not be assisting in the motion. Now we start in a neutral position and you turn the ankle so that the foot faces outwards. Now when I'm doing this, you can see I don't stop at the neutral position. I go into inversion and I start an inversion and then I work through the full range of motion. If you can do that, excellent. If not, start at the neutral position and then just work through eversion. The easiest way to perform plantar flexion is to wrap the band around the forefoot and hold the other end of the band in your hand. So right now I'm in a dorsiflex position and then I move into plantar flexion. And this is going to help to strengthen the muscles that perform plantar flexion, which are the gastrocnemius, the soleus, and obviously the Achilles tendon, because that attaches both of those muscles to the calcaneus, which is the heel bone. Now I'm showing you from a variety of angles, just so you could see a little bit better. Work through a pain-free range of motion. Build up to 15 to 20 repetitions on each side. When you're performing dorsiflexion, what you want to do is have the band wrapped around the forefoot and the midfoot, and you're going to provide the resistance underneath with the opposite side, meaning that the band is going to be held in place with the opposite foot. As you can see, I have the band wrapped around the foam roller, then I have my non-working leg on the band, and we're going to start in a neutral position, or you could even start in a plantar flex position, then dorsiflex the foot. And you may want to use your hands to keep, or at least one hand, to keep the lower leg in place. Now you could see I'm kind of moving the toes around, and I'm doing that for demonstration purposes. You want to try to limit that and just perform motion in the ankle. Again, this is dorsiflexion. This is going to help to strengthen the muscles in the anterior aspect of the lower leg, mainly the tibialis anterior muscle, which is located right down here. That is the main ankle dorsiflexion. Thank you for viewing today's episode of Dr. Ozello's Sports Medicine Report. I am Dr. Donald Ozello of Championship Chiropractic in Las Vegas, Nevada. I am the author of Running, Maximize Performance, and Minimize Injuries. Please feel free to visit my website at championshipchiropractic.com, where you can get additional information on the book, and you could connect with me on other social media platforms. If you have questions, feedback, or suggestions, please leave them in the comments section below. Please feel free to like this video. Also, please subscribe to my YouTube page, Dr. Donald A. Ozello, DC. I have weekly publications. Usually there's 2 videos. Every Monday is my show, 2 Minutes of Anatomy. Every Thursday is my show, Dr. Ozello Sports Medicine Report. So please subscribe to my page. Again, it's just my name, Dr. Donald A. Ozello, DC. Thank you for viewing today's episode, and always remember, train hard, train smart, utilize nutritional strategies that work for you, stay injury-free, and accomplish your goals.